you've got yourself something funky.
That's him.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah, that side there.
Yep, there we go.
There we go.
That's me.
Let's
Yep.
do that. And like,
Haha.
do it wrong.
Oh, yeah, you screwed it up again. You can't do this, can you?
Nah.
You're over there.
Yeah. You got to think about it there, saw you?
No, I just started pointing and then my hand wasn't quite close enough to the edge of the screen. That was all that was.
Anyway, it's that time of the week where you flash your goodies.
Yep. And
Even
unfortunately, I don't have quite the goodies I was looking for. No Facebook user, I'm afraid. No Pip stores today. And no Valentine's Day special either, because, well, I ordered stuff on Tuesday and it hasn't arrived yet, so that's not looking great.
Good start to Valentine's Day.
So instead, we got a few more of my Christmas presents today.
It's Dave.
Yeah, that's a Dave, all right. So first of all, we have this.
And that is...
This is a Mexican import sangrita, not to be confused with sangria, which is completely different. It is supposed to be used as a mixer with alcohol. I'll be using it without because, I don't know, I don't like the alcohol that it's meant to mix with.
Guessing tequila.
Yeah. Tequila is seriously overrated.
I agree.
So we'll just pour that much for now. Gives you a good idea of what it looks like.
It's got the colour of Tizer.
Yeah, it really does. And
even Charlie
yeah, I'll leave it right up close to the camera to make a mess of things while I read the ingredients. It contains water, sugar, iodized salt, hot sauce, citric acid, orange emulsion. What? Xanthan gum, potassium sorbate. Wait. There's xanthan gum in that?
So you're basically about to drink a load of chemicals.
Look at that. No, it's mostly natural. I don't know about the orange emulsion, but the rest is all natural.
Orange emulsion and xanthan gum to thicken it up. So
benzoate sodium? Yeah, okay, maybe not that. Allura red? No, that's not natural. And sunset yellow? Definitely not natural.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it's orange and hot sauce flavor. And the idea is that, yeah, you have it with tequila, but you also have it with a grapefruit soda. So I did previously track down some ting to find with this, have with this. But, I mean, that was during the days we couldn't arrange this weekend stuff, so I kind of drank all my ting by this point. I've just got this left. It's not good.
That's the first time I've seen you give a facial reaction to something so bad.
It's a little orangey, but it's a slightly unusual orange flavor. There's definitely hints of generic hot sauce flavor in there as well, and a tiny bit of spice to it. And so I thought, yeah, okay, this will go well with the grapefruit soda. And yeah, the flavors do mix well with the grapefruit soda. But what it really brings to the fore, that I really wish it didn't, is the amount of salt in this.
Sounds like it does really go with the tequila.
It might. I know salt's supposed to go with tequila, but just, I don't know, it wants to be a sweet drink with salt in it, which is a very Mexican thing, but if you're not Mexican, you probably will not enjoy.
Well, they put salt in the candies and stuff as well.
Yeah, I know. Some of it is ridiculously salty and quite unpleasant. But yeah, that is not for me.
Don't think that one's...
I thought you'd appreciate seeing it, but yeah, that's...
was different.
I mean, if you like your Mexican candies, your Mexican drinks, you might enjoy this. but as is, I'm still fairly skeptical. And this was imported by Mex Grocer. I believe my family got this because it was going cheap and it was interesting. And it was definitely interesting.
Yep.
I just don't think I'd recommend it. Right. Then one of the other things I got was I got this just off somebody random in the Tubby Tom's Facebook group. It's his usual Pablo Diablo, his sweet jalapeno, lime, and coriander one, but it's the extra hot version made with Trinidad Scorpion. It was a limited edition. You cannot get hold of this anymore. And they just said, hey, we're not going to eat it because it turns out his Scorpion stuff's too strong for us. If you pay postage, you can have it. And I'm like, yep, definitely getting that. So we'll have a look at this in a moment. But this is the hottest thing of the day. So I'm going to actually put it aside for a moment while we try the one other thing I've got here, which you're all going to have a fun laugh at. Because this is a classic Christmas gift set that nobody wants.
Yeah.
So this comes from apparently thoughtfully.com, though it clearly was imported and then sold on a high street store somewhere. Oh, and I was incorrect. They say on their website that they're US, but in fact it does say made in China here, so it is a Chinese one.
So usually,
Yeah. So yeah, I had a look on the website as I was saying, and they do have a few slightly more branded ones. They have a couple of Rick and Morty sauces, and they also have a whiskey infused hot sauce making set. Which that sounds like a bit more high end than any of the others. Then read the label, no alcohol included. And just what? How are you supposed to make whiskey infused hot sauce without whiskey?
with whiskey flavourings.
Oh no, those are gross.
Yep.
Would not recommend those. So yeah, there we go. There we go. And all the names of the sauces are actually on the back.
Yeah, I can't read them.
No, they're not very legible on the camera, are they? So, which of these comes first on the list? The Mexican style hot sauce. Okay.
So
that is this.
Chug,
Mexican style. Oh yeah, that would keep the spoons clean, I suppose. Huh. I'm probably not going to eat them again, so yeah, maybe.
The salt content in them is usually extremely high, so
Oh wow, I tried to shake it a little, and it just went glug. You can see no time for the bubbles to move in that.
That'll be xanthan gum.
No, xanthan gum would thicken it. This is just nothing.
Facebook users shouting chug.
This contains water, red chili 18%, which honestly is higher than I expected, salt, garlic, acidity regulators, thickener, which, yeah, that's E415, that's xanthan gum. Flavoring, which is above the actual flavoring ginger, so that's not looking good.
But
Preservative and color. That's not even the natural color of the sauce.
No.
Comes right off without even breaking the seal. Smells pleasantly smoky, actually. That's a surprise. Oh.
And he goes.
Yeah. There's a nice smoke flavor in there, but it's over the top of very generic red chili. a lot of vinegar, and yeah, quite a fair amount of salt.
What we know as a B&M special.
Yeah. So it's a B&M special with a nice little bit of flavoring added in. But it's still a B&M special.
Yeah.
Don't know if you can hear the funk there, but I do not care to take care of that one.
That landed in the bin.
They probably hit the side. Okay, and this one's the one that's actually supposed to be smoky. This is the smoky bourbon. Oh, wow. The name's in red, and it just really does not come up against the hot sauce, eh? That's terrible. True, true. These are some nice little skull bottles. That's a good point. I might want to keep them. Be a little bit more careful with them.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, no, no. I just couldn't see the bubble. The bubble was moving just as fast. This one contains water, red chili 20%. So this one's actually hotter than the last one. Not what I
Not,
expected the bourbon one.
not necessarily hotter. It could be a different red chili.
Also true. Though I doubt it. That would mean more expense. Salt, maltodextrin, acidity regulators, thickener, which is xanthan gum again, flavoring, and preservative. I will note it doesn't say xanthan gum, it just says E415, but I've read enough hot sauce ingredients lists to know what E415 is. Smells exactly the same as the last one. Doesn't taste the same. The smoke in that is a lot drier, a lot faker. It's a lot woodier, and there is no real bourbon in that. That is very clearly cheap, fake bourbon. Oh, actually, now that it's gone through a bit of it, you can see if I turn it upside down, you can see dried flakes and oils just sticking to the bottle. That is made with the cheapest, lowest quality ingredients they could, and yeah, you can taste it. Then we have this one, which was the first one to really worry me when reading the names of them. I don't think the name's showing up very well on camera, but this is their mango flavor habanero sauce. Note the use of the word flavor to imply that there's no actual mango in this whatsoever.
Yep.
I do typically like mango, but I don't think this is going to go down well.
It's mango and habanero is a popular combination, so it's interesting to see how they can mess this one up.
Yeah, yeah. So water, salt, red chili 6.7%. So that's a good start to messing it up. Because red chili is not orange habanero, which is the flavor that goes well with the mango. Onion, garlic, carrot. Okay, carrot's all right. Carrot is cheap. It is used to bulk out some sauces, but it's also a nice fresh flavor. So it can actually be a good ingredient still. Habanero powder, 4.5%. So that's interesting because 6.7 and 4.5 aren't far apart. So we have a pretty good window for how much onion, garlic, and carrot are in there. Then maltodextrin again, acidity regulators, thickener, which is your E415, xanthan gum again, preservative, flavoring, concentrated mango extract. Okay, it is actually mango extract. It's not mango flavoring. But even so, it's probably processed enough that it tastes pretty fake.
So far, this one sounded the best.
Yeah, yeah, because there's some actual real ingredients in this. And, well, aside from that red chili up the top, it does look to be the right stuff. Yeah, that smells of apricot. honestly. But it does smell fruity.
At least it's fruit.
Yeah, not quite the right orange fruit, but it is still the right color and it's fruit.
Somebody says you need to
Oh, were
investigate pig in bun.
those the world's hottest mochi that I was seeing? Or were they the brownies?
Salt and vinegar?
Oh god. Yeah, salt and vinegar. And some very generic chili powder. And oh,
And
you
there's
know
some
what?
mango.
No, that's not mango. You know what that is? It's pickled onion monster munch. The aftertaste is pickled onion monster munch.
Didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't either, but actually onion was quite high up on the ingredients list. It makes sense, especially if they're using dried onion in vinegar rather than actual onion.
Mango habanero tastes like pickled onion monster munch.
So I see exactly where I'm getting that flavor from, but I was not expecting it. Oh wow. And actually, I got a whole load of that still stuck in my mouth, I think. So this is not from the heat. This is just from I want to get rid of the flavor, refresh my palate a bit. But yeah, a little bit of the milk there. Then we have garlic del fuego. This one actually probably looks like the reddest of the bunch so far. What does this contain? Water, red chili 21%, which is 1% more than in the bourbon flavor. Um, Salt, maltodextrin, garlic powder 2%. Now, I would prefer actual garlic, but we had the actual garlic in a bunch of the others and it didn't taste it very much. So hopefully the garlic powder means a more concentrated garlic flavor. Also, note for one named Garlic Del Fuego, 2% is not a vast amount of garlic. Acidity regulators, thickener, which is the xanthan gum again, chili powder. So that's unspecified chili powder, but it's not the same as the red chili, which is probably also a powder. And then preservative. So with all that powder in there, is this any thickener? Is this any thicker? Nah, the bubbles equally instant to move. Workout food.
It'll soon work its way out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it smells about the same as the first ones. Hmm. There's definitely vinegar in that, but there is also definitely powdered garlic, and it just tastes a little bit chemical. I don't think it actually is particularly chemical, but just it doesn't taste like there's very much natural in this at all. Probably because there isn't.
So far, it looks the least vile.
I don't think it's the least vile. I think it's the least blatantly vinegar. So you're not getting the same level of cough from it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't taste any better. I'd say, if anything, the first one was the best. Then we have the one you're going to hate.
How could it get any
Not that you'd
worse?
like any of these.
You have to have a green one.
Yeah, we have to have a green one. There has to be a green one in every gift set. So this contains. Oh, this is the last one on the list. Never mind. We'll do the garlic jalapeno. Sorry, the garlic habanero first. Apparently, they just box them in a different order of the ingredients list. So that's convenient. For the garlic habanero, interestingly, the darkest of the bunch doesn't look to be an orange habanero like I would have hoped. It probably wasn't even the right orange habanero in the habanero mango one either. This one contains water, red chili 10%, garlic 8%. So that's an actual good amount of garlic. And it's not listed as garlic powder, so maybe it's actual real unprocessed garlic this time. So that might be asking for a bit much from these people. Salt, habanero powder 5%, onion, carrot, acidity regulators, thickener, which is xanthan gum again, preservative, and then color. So this is another unnaturally colored one, so that dark color doesn't even mean anything about the sauce. Although that said, if they were going to color it, they could have colored it more interesting. No, they could have made it a nice vibrant orange or something.
Since they were
At least
using
pretended it
colourings
was the
anyway.
right habaneros. Full to the brim. And no chance of seeing any bubbles in this one. Yeah, that does have a sort of slightly woody, slightly garlicky smell to it. Oh, oh. You know what? I'll give them that. That actually does taste of garlic.
So there was a winner.
Yeah, that's the best of the bunch so far. Unless I like the jalapeno one. I mean, it's still a lot of vinegar. It's still, there's definitely too much salt in that. But it does actually taste of garlic.
Salt, vinegar, and garlic. You could whack it on your chips.
Yeah, you know you could. It'd be all right. It wouldn't be amazing, but it would be an all right chip topper.
No, thank you, Charlie.
And then, yeah, the jalapeno one. So this one contains water, jalapeno pepper, 14%. So the named chili is, in fact, the first chili. That's impressive from these people. Considering all the others, that's quite a surprise. Garlic, onion, salt, acidity regulator, thickener, flavoring concentrated chili extract. I don't believe any of the others listed that they contain chili extract. A few
Why
of
do
the
they
others
need?
listed flavorings.
I would say, why do they need flavoured chili extract if it's like jalapeno anyway?
Well, apparently the jalapeno has to be hot. I don't know why.
Okay.
Preservative and then color. I will say with regards to that though, the Isle of Wight garlic farm does a really good jalapeno and chili extract sauce. It's not stupid hot, but it's you take the jalapeno up to the level of a habanero, and then you get a good kick to it, but you also still just get the taste of creamy jalapeno and garlic.
See, I just
And
rather habanero. I don't like jalapenos that much.
it's a small enough amount of the extract that you don't really taste the extract at all. So there are ways jalapeno and extract can work together. I don't think this is going to do it.
Soon find out.
Yeah, bubble moves just as quickly as all the others. It's still just as liquid. Smells like bad pickled jalapenos. Which means it does smell like the right chili, but it doesn't smell appetizing. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason they need the extract is that that's so liquid that jalapenos probably wouldn't carry much heat as just a small portion of the sauce. It doesn't really taste of the extract, but it doesn't really taste of anything else either than just watered down, pickled and salted green chilies.
Jalapeno mash.
Yeah, but when you sort of leave it go pale and lose its color and stuff, that's what it tastes of. Not the highest quality jalapenos or anything. It's not great. It's it's not as offensive as some of them, but I wouldn't recommend any of these. The best by far was that garlic habanero, which I could genuinely see going over something like chips if you like your salted vinegar fish and chip shop chips. But The rest, I wouldn't bother at all. And even that one, there are better sauces that will do the same thing and add more of a variety of flavor.
Yep. And probably less damage to your liver.
Probably. So, if anything, maybe worth it for the bottles, definitely not worth it for the contents. Right, a little bit more of my milk just to get all that vinegar out my mouth. And finally, to an actually good sauce. So yeah, this, if you weren't here before, is the Pablo Diablo XXX. Uh, an old limited edition, super hot version of Tubby Tom's Pablo Diablo, which is a beautiful lime, jalapeno, and coriander sauce. It's a sweet chili, but it's a sweet chili that's green and fruity and citrusy and tangy and full of herbs and just does a lot more than an actual normal sweet chili would. Would thoroughly recommend that. I don't think you can get this limited edition anymore, but I mean, might be worth asking him if you're interested because it was a goodie from what I recall.
I suppose if there's enough people asking and have interest, you could make a
Yeah.
no longer limited edition.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason you couldn't make another batch, right?
Yep.
It doesn't contain anything super rare. The only things that this contain that the old version didn't were ghost pepper and scorpion. So the full list is water, jalapenos 16%, onion, white wine vinegar, brown sugar, lime juice 7%, olive oil, ghost chili, scorpion chili mash, which contains chili, acetic acid, and salt, coriander, garlic, salt, turmeric, spinach, and xanthan gum. And you'll notice this isn't really a green sauce anymore. Enough red and orange. Oh,
Ooh.
see, that's an actual consistency.
I should say that's got a little bar.
Yeah, but also enough red and orange chilies have gone into this that it's a sort of orange, green, yellow mix brown, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's not scaring me like green sauces do.
Instantly taste the coriander and spinach. Instantly get the sweet citrus, but also that hit of scorpion comes in quite quick and then continues to build. I said, I mean, it's not your full on scorpion heat, but it's enough to give me a bit of a hiccup. It's definitely more than your average ghost pepper sauce. And personally, I would not use this as your only sauce on something, but sort of in with a salsa, it is absolutely beautiful. Just a nice, quick, fresh salsa. Blend up some tomatoes and peppers and stuff. Chuck it over some tortilla chips. Chuck this on with. Fantastic. Or, over enchiladas or something. I really like this. But I mean, if you want to be a bit, more cheeky about it, you could just dip nuggets in or something.
Sink a bit of oil, a bit of vinegar, and chuck it in as a salad dressing.
I don't think I would, but I could totally see it. Especially maybe in a salad with some cheese.
Well, yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah, there we go. Make the salad less healthy.
Yeah, you have to have a bit of cheese in there.
Yeah, you gotta have some good stuff in with the healthy stuff.
Yeah. Evening, Alan, dude.
Yeah, that's caught me a little more than I thought it would. But to be fair, I do seem to be weaker with chili than I used to be.
And that
I
is the
recently
triple X version.
found the end of a bottle of Badger's is Carolina Reaper sauce. And I used to just have that in with my salsa over tacos, maybe even in place of the salsa on tacos. So I went, okay, yeah, I'll just finish off this bottle over a taco. Took one bite and just went, no, can't do this anymore. Which is quite disappointing. I mean, the flavor was still there. It was still a great sauce, but I can't use it as liberally as I used to at all.
Cheaper eating useless.
My tolerance has definitely dropped. But yeah, this is Tubby Tom's. This is definitely the best sauce there night.
Yeah. Sadly, you can't buy it.
Yeah, this is tubbytoms.com is his website. And you can still buy the non-scorpion version of it.
Yeah. The standard version.
But I mean, if you are interested in the super hot version, do talk to him about it. Maybe he'll do another batch.
I'm pretty sure he'll have some other super hot versions of sauce on his website as well, though.
Yeah, he does do some other scorpion sauces as well. He does do a bunch of things. I actually really quite like his gut rot, his Carolina Reaper moonshine sauce. It is, I got it because it contained Carolina Reaper infused moonshine, supposedly. The first batch. I don't know if the new batches do. Which was basically, I believe he then concentrated it down a bit and it essentially became his own homemade extract. Didn't taste of extract. Didn't really add any extra heat. It was just a Carolina Reaper sauce with a red wine vinegar in it that tasted really nice. Just a really good, simple, no frills Carolina Reaper sauce. So yeah, if you want something stupid hot, that'll do it, and it'll still taste all natural.
Definitely the winner of the evening.
Would definitely recommend Tubby Tom's. Wouldn't recommend any of the others.
Although they were fun to watch.
Yeah, I thought a certain part of this audience would enjoy them.
The first three were kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think the gift set would go entirely to waste because I thought you'd find them amusing. But I figured it was better to just open them here because I wasn't going to enjoy them.
And that way around, at least they weren't wasted. Somebody got some enjoyment out of it, even if it was just us watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the logic.
But hopefully next week I'll have something slightly more, well, edible for you.
Or at least something that we can order.
Yeah. Because this is the thing. The one really edible thing here was the limited edition that doesn't exist.
The one thing that was any good, we can buy.
I'm sorry, it's worked out that way. And this was supposed to be the Valentine's Day special, but the post hasn't delivered in time.
Postman isn't very romantic.
No.
Yeah.
Either that or he's taking the week off to be extra romantic.
Could be that too. Nothing else to show us?
That's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed. It does sound like you have.
I did. I've got to say I kind of enjoyed it quite a lot.
And that's all that matters, isn't it?
Cheered me up no end. B&M sauces and I didn't have to try them. Well, I'll let you do an outro.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen everything we've had today, so that's all we got. It's been great being here, though. I'm Corin Sloss, the Spice Freak. My buddy here, Luciano Ferson. And yeah, we'll catch you again next week.